Alycat's indie viewers. So today I'm bringing you part 2 of my July 2016 favorites. If you don't know what favorites are, that's where I list everything I loved in the entertainment world the past couple of weeks down below in the description box, and I put links there too, so if anything sounds interesting to you, you can check it out, and then we can gush over it together, and yeah, let's just get started. A book that I really enjoyed was I, Justine, an analog memoir by Justine Ezerick, aka I, Justine. If you're a fan of hers, you definitely need to read this. It's very inspirational. It's written exactly like she speaks in real life. It's just really inspirational and it's really funny, and I just really enjoyed it. Now moving on to movies. Again, I'm still doing the 100-day film challenge. It's going to be hit with a barrage of movies. The first film I want to mention is The Machinist. This stars Christian Bale as a man named Trevor Resnick. Trevor hasn't slept in over a year, which that's not even possible in real life, but anyway. And he starts seeing this man at his work, but is this man real or is he just an illusion? And also at Trevor's apartment he starts finding these really sinister post-it notes. He's losing tons of weight. And you're just trying to figure out, is Trevor really losing his mind or is this stuff actually happening to him? And I just thought it was a very good psychological thriller. I thought Christian Bale was fantastic in it, and I highly recommend watching it. The next film up is The Invitation. This pleasantly surprised me, and the ending totally surprised me because it was a total tonal shift. But this is directed by Karen Kusama, and it's the story of a couple who are invited by the man's ex-wife to her new home with her new husband. Soon they find out that all the doors and windows have been locked, and they're shown a video of this religion that this couple has devoted themselves to, and then things take a sinister turn. It was so good. Oh my gosh, it's streaming on Netflix now. Watch it, please. Mikhail Huseman was smoking. I mean, he was really good. He was really good in this film. And like I said, I loved the suspense of this film, especially the ending. The ending was fantastic in my opinion. I loved it. Next up is Green Room. This is a brutal film, and it's a little bit sad because this is Anton Yelchin's final film role. But the story is about a band called The Ain't Rights. They play a group at a neo-Nazi bar. Then they find a dead body, and they're soon locked in the green room, and they have to try to survive against the owner of this club and his henchmen. And like I said, this film is brutal, it's gory. I've had some friends say they could not finish the film because of the gore. Personally, it didn't bother me, but like I said, it is quite brutal, but I loved it. If you're into that kind of film, you're looking for something that's kind of a horror thriller, definitely check out The Green Room. The next film I want to mention is Deathgasm. Deathgasm is just a unique, fun romp. Imagine The Evil Dead had a baby and the baby is obsessed with death metal, then you have Deathgasm. This follows a group of teenage boys who have their own death metal band, and they find some sheet music from one of their rock legends. They play it and they end up summoning a demon from hell, so then they have to send the demon back to hell, and then all chaos breaks out. It's just so much fun, and like I said, if you're a fan of The Evil Dead, definitely check out Deathgasm, you'll love it. The next film I want to mention is actually a documentary, and it's called The Imposter. And The Imposter is about a man who managed to impersonate a family's young son who had been missing for 3.5 years. He totally changed his identity, he dyed his hair, he got the same exact tattoos the boy had, and this family just took him in, and they said they didn't realize that that wasn't their son. The government kind of knew it wasn't their son. It's just really fascinating to see how he pulled it off, and there's also kind of a sinister tone underneath the documentary. It was just really fascinating, and it was just such a crazy story. Next up is Zootopia. This is Disney's latest film, and I was actually really surprised by how good this was. I mean, I should have known it would be good because, hello, Disney, but I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. And this follows the story of a bunny named Judy Hopps, who has become the first bunny to become a cop in Zootopia. And this film is just really about following your dreams and never giving up, and that just resonated with me so much. I loved the friendship between Judy and Nick Wilde, the fox. Oh my gosh, I just love this film so much and I highly recommend it. Next up is Elysium. I wasn't sure I'd actually like Elysium because, to be honest, I wasn't the biggest fan of District 9. But I actually really had a good time with Elysium. I thought Matt Damon did a really good job as the star, and I adored Charlton Copley as the villain. I thought Jodie Foster was totally underutilized, and I wish she would have been in the film more. But I really loved how it was a very prescient message. Everyone who is poor lives on Earth, while all the wealthy citizens live on Elysium, where every illness can be cured, everything's clean and shiny and pristine, and then here on Earth people have diseases and it's dirty and filthy, and I just loved it so much, and it's actually a really good film. The next one up is Dark City. This one is one of those I think I'm going to have to watch a few more times to pick up all the details I missed the first time watching, but it intrigued me enough that I want to watch it again. It's the story of a man who wakes up in a bathtub, he's covered in blood, he has no idea who he is, what he's done, where he is, and then the government's after him. He's in a place where the sun never shines, and people's souls are being sucked out, and it sounds weird and complicated, and it is, but it intrigued me so much, and I thought the effects were pretty good. I thought Rufus Sewell was great as the lead. Kiefer Sutherland and Jennifer Connelly were mostly solid in their roles. Occasionally they were a little hammy or they overacted, but overall I highly recommend this film if you're into science fiction. I'm definitely going to have to watch it again though because it is a mindfuck film. A film I really loved was Colonia. This is now available to stream on Netflix in the US. Colonia is based on the true story of the Colonia Dignidad. And the Colonia Dignidad was a sect in Chile where the Chilean government brought prisoners of war and soldiers, and they tortured them, and they often would kill them and bury them, and for over 40 years this cult was ran. In this film it stars Emma Watson and Daniel Bruhl. They play a couple who are soon separated. Daniel's character is taken to the camp and tortured, so Emma's character goes to save him. She purposely joins the sect, and then they try to escape together, and you see how hard it is for them to escape, to leave the sect. And you learn at the end of the film that during the 40-year duration of this sect, only 5 people managed to escape, and not all of them made it out alive. So, very powerful movie. There are some pretty brutal moments, but it's got fantastic acting, and it's a really, really crazy true story that's just fascinating, so I highly recommend Colonia. And the last film I want to mention for this month is Midnight Special. I really, really, really love this film. This is the latest film from Jeff Nichols, and it stars Michael Shannon, Joel Edgerton, Kirsten Dunst, Adam Driver, and Jane Lieberherr? I don't know how you say his last name. Anyway, it's about a boy named Alton Myers who has these abilities. He can shine this light from his eyes, and he kind of like picks up signals like from radio stations and stuff, and he can speak different languages when he picks these signals up. And both the FBI and this religious sect are after the boy, and the boy's father has kidnapped him along with a family friend. Everyone is obsessed with this certain date, and the boy is dying, and it's just a really fascinating story. I really loved it. I really want to see it again, and I highly recommend it if you're into science fiction. Moving on to TV, the first one up is Stranger Things. I actually did a review about that, so I'll link it in the description box down below, and I'll probably have an iCard up here. So I'm not going to talk about that one too much because, again, I did a review, but it's amazing and definitely excited for season 2. Mr. Robot returned, and so far the episodes have been great. The first episode was just such a mindfuck, and I loved it, and oh my gosh, I need more of the show. And I actually recently started rewatching Penny Dreadful. This show was just cancelled, but Penny Dreadful focuses around a bunch of gothic literary characters like Dr. Victor Frankenstein, Dorian Gray, Mina Harker. There's so many amazing iconic literary characters that are portrayed in this show, but the standout is Vanessa Ives, played by Ava Green. She is fantastic, and I just love the show so much. I think it's such a beautiful show, so well done, and it's really sad that it's cancelled, but I highly recommend it. There are a couple of YouTube channels I want to shout out. First up is Cine Club. Cine Club is really awesome and really sweet. I adore her and her channel. She does a lot of awesome reviews and lists. She has this bucket list series going on where she watches movies on her bucket list and gives her impressions on them. I love those videos, so definitely give her channel a subscribe and a like because she deserves it. And also, I want to give a shout out to Nixon Nax. I recently did her film by genre tag, and I love her videos. She does like trailer reactions, tag videos, reviews, stuff like that. If you're into film, definitely check her out. She's really sweet and adorable and has really high quality videos. And all the music I loved is down in the description box down below, so give it a listen and let me know what you think. and let me know what songs you've been enjoying because I love to listen to new music. If you like this video, please leave a like. Let me know down below what your favorites were for the month of July. Share the video if you'd like to. That'd actually be really helpful. And don't forget to subscribe! My birthday's coming up soon. It might have already passed by the time this video's up, but it'd be a great present to me if you subscribe, so please subscribe! And if you'd like to follow me on any social media sites, they're listed down below in the description box. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching. Peace and kisses. Bye.